on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio.
It's noon, today the first day in the month of November 2022. Governor Ikpeazu donates land to Akwa Ibom community in Aba for construction of secretariat. On insecurity, President Buhari urges police to review strategy. Davido loses son, Ifeanyi Adeleke. These are the headlines of the news at noon. We'll take commercials, we'll be right back with details and many more. Stay connected.
It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio.
Welcome back. I am Grace Stokers Nyekachi. Now the details. Governor Kezia Ikpeazu has approved their official location. Governor Kezia Ikpeazu has approved the official allocation of a plot of land to Akwa Ibom State indigents in Aba for the construction of the secretariat. The governor made this approval public on Monday when he received in audience the leadership of the Akwa Ibom State Indigenes Forum, Abia State, who paid him a salutatory visit at the Governor's Lodge, Aba. The Chief Medical Director of Federal Medical Center, FMC Umuahia, Abia State, Professor Azubike Onyebuchi, has spoken on what he intends to do with donations, gifts, and all proceedings from his father's burial, which took place recently. Pa Michael Onyebuchi, a former deputy local government chairman in Abia State and a former chairman of Abia State Universal Basic Education Board, ASUBEB, was given on Thursday aid to rest at his country home last week in Amuzuku, Ibeku, Umuahia North local government of Abia State. The Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike on Monday said that the state was yet to decide on next year's presidential election. He declared that the People's Democratic Party governorship candidate and all the House of Representatives, Senate and State House of Assembly will win in the 2023 general elections, saying that the state was yet to determine what to do concerning the presidential election. Wike spoke during the inauguration of 319 ward and 32 constituency liaison officers in Government House, Port Harcourt, on Monday. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has received support from the Muslim right concern MURIC for its decision to redesign the Naira. The Islamic Human Rights Organization, however, stipulated that Arabic Ajami be inscribed on all Naira donations. This was stated by MURIC's director, Professor Ishaq Akintola, in a statement issued on Tuesday. President Muhammadu Buhari has tasked men and officers of the Nigerian police to use the current security threat to review their strategy in protecting the people. He said that their preparedness would also indicate their capacity to ensure a free and fair election in 2023. President Buhari, who spoke on Monday during the opening ceremony of the police conference and retreat going on in Owerri, Imo State capital, called on the police to remain apolitical as the country prepares for the general elections. The federal government has said that the plethora of economic challenges has not deterred President Muhammadu Buhari from putting smiles on the faces of the poor and vulnerable Nigerians, saying that the president's administration has liberated more Nigerians from poverty and is still on track to lift 100 million Nigerians out of poverty by the end of his administration in 2023. The Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management and Social Development, Dr. Nasiru Sani Guazo, spoke yesterday in Jalingo, Taraba State, while launching the Government Enterprise and Empowerment Program, JEEP 2.0. An application by a factual group in the Action Alliance to stop the certificate forgery suits instituted against the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, was on Monday dismissed by a federal high court in Abuja. The bid by the group loyal to Tinubu and led by Adekunle Omo Aja was rejected by the court from being joined as an interested party to defend Tinubu in the certificate forgery suit brought against him by the AA party. Emotions have been high over the remote death of Ifeanyi Adeleke, son of popular musician and artist David, and his fiancée Chioma Roland. Details of the circumstances surrounding Ifeanyi's death were still sketchy as of the time of filing this report. On the foreign scene, the UN Security Council is currently debating Russia's withdrawal from the significant Ukraine grain agreement and how to maintain the historic agreement to export grain and related foodstuffs from Ukraine. Following its decision to halt participation in the UN-mediated Black Sea Grain Initiative, the country's withdrawal was announced this past weekend in response to an alleged Ukrainian attacks against its ships. Elon Musk has reserved Twitter's board of directors 4 days after acquiring the social media company. The development was announced in a document filed by the company of the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission, Business Insider Sports. The filing, which was published on Monday, read in part on October 27, 2022, and as a result of the consummation of the merger, Mr. Musk became the sole director of Twitter. While in sports, the Olympic Eagles will take on Guinea in the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations final round qualifying fixture in March 2023. The Eagles will host the Guineans in the first leg at the Lekan Salami Stadium, Adamasingba, Ibadan, between March 20 to 28. The reverse fixture will take place in Conakry a week later. And this brings us to the end of the news at noon. But before we go, recap our major headlines.
It's the news at noon on ABN Radio. It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABN Radio. It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABN Radio.
Governor Ikpeazu donates land to Akwa Ibom community in Aba for construction of secretariat. On insecurity, President Buhari urges police to review strategy. Davido loses son, Ifeanyi Adeleke. These and many more on our platforms. Just log on to www.abntv.com.ng, and you can also follow us on all social media platforms being displayed on your screen. I am Grace Stokers Mikachi. Stay connected for more programs coming up shortly. Stay safe.
Accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABN Radio. It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABN Radio.